Stop for a moment. Not just to read, but to receive. This is not a love story made of fairy tales or fleeting fantasy. This is not fiction or romance wrapped in empty poetry. This is real. This is prophetic. This is eternal. And it was written for you. You are not waiting for love. Love is waiting for you to remember who you are. You might have believed that you've walked alone. That your late-night prayers dissolved into silence. That the ache in your chest, the longing, the hope, the wondering, was yours to bear alone. But it wasn't. Every time your heart broke quietly behind closed doors. Every time you stared into space and wondered if anyone would ever truly see you. Every time you dreamed of someone reaching out, holding you in silence and saying, "You don't have to fight anymore," heaven heard. And so did they. Yes. Them. That soul whose path is destined to intertwine with yours. The one who doesn't just want to love you in seasons, but wants to walk with you through lifetimes of meaning. They may not have arrived in your reality yet. But in the spirit, they already know you. They are preparing. And so are you. Not everything begins in the physical. Some of the deepest covenants begin in eternity. And long before your first heartbreak. Before your first breath. Before your name was whispered in this world, there was an agreement. A sacred alignment. A vow spoken not in words, but in knowing. Your soul and theirs met in the quiet of divine space and said, "When we find each other again, we will remember. We will love without fear. We will build what heaven cannot contain in words." This isn't about fairy tales. This is about recognition. And the time of that recognition is drawing near. The pull in your chest. That ache that shows up when you see love around you. That whisper that says, "There has to be more than this." It's not just coming from inside of you. It's an echo. It's a shared longing. Because someone out there, now, in this moment, is feeling it too. They might not know your name. But they feel your presence. They feel the space in their life that only you can fill. And every time they think about love, it's not just romance they long for. It's you. Your voice. Your stillness. Your complexity. Your honesty. Your laugh. Your dreams. Your soul. The one who desires to marry you isn't looking for the perfect body, the ideal background, or a curated image of who they think you should be. They're preparing for the real you. The unfiltered you. The version of you that exists when the world isn't watching. They want the sacred messiness, not just the polish. They want the fire and the quiet. The laughter and the scars. The ambition and the fragility. And they are learning, right now, how to hold that kind of love. Not with control. Not with fear. But with reverence. You may have already crossed paths. Maybe they stood in the same room and didn't yet know your name. Maybe you exchanged a glance and something inside fluttered, but passed without a word. Or maybe, they're watching you now. From a distance. Careful. Tender. Wondering when the right time will come. They've thought about speaking. They've written the words in their mind over and over. How do I tell them they feel like home but timing is sacred? And heaven has been orchestrating a symphony of divine alignment. And when the moment comes, it won't feel forced. It won't be loud. It will be holy. This time in your life, the space where it feels like nothing is happening. It's not delay. It's divine alignment. Because the version of you who prayed for real love cannot be the same version of you who receives it. Your healing is not in vain. Your quiet growth matters. Your willingness to rise from brokenness, that's what makes you ready. Not to earn love, but to receive the love that has always been meant for you. They aren't coming to you because you check boxes. They aren't hoping you become something else. They're already drawn to your essence. The parts of you you thought no one would understand. They cherish those. They aren't afraid of your shadows. They carry their own. And in that mutual knowing, healing begins. This is how you'll know, their energy will feel calm, not chaotic. Your spirit will relax in their presence. Your heart will not race from anxiety, but from joy. They won't play games. They won't retreat when things get real. They won't give you just enough to keep you holding on. Instead, they will arrive with presence. They will stay with consistency. They will love with clarity. They don't need you to complete them. They're not coming broken hoping to be saved. They've done their work. And they are still doing it. They want to share, not survive. They want to build, not borrow. They want to love, not lean. And when they speak of you, they will speak with honor, not hesitation. They're not just someone I love, they're someone I recognize. You've probably asked, God, are they real? Or am I just dreaming something that will never come to pass? But here's what heaven wants you to know, you are not imagining them. You are remembering them. And they are remembering you, too. There's a reason your heart feels an echo when you think about forever. There's a reason your spirit leaps when you hear about soulmates, eternal love, or destiny. Because their soul has already spoken your name, in prayer, in tears, in quiet surrender to God. And heaven heard it. You're not just a fantasy in their imagination. You're an answer to their deepest longing. They've sat in rooms full of people and still felt alone. They've smiled through conversations and still felt the ache. Because something was missing. You. Not just someone to be with. But someone to see. To walk with. To understand. And in their silence, they prayed a prayer that reached the throne of heaven. God, when it's time, bring me the one who knows how to love me the way you do. And that prayer echoed through eternity, until it landed here. With you. You're not the only one who has cried over almost loves and broken promises. You're not the only one who stayed when you should have walked away. You're not the only one who gave too much, too soon, too deeply, and ended up feeling empty. They've been there. They've been betrayed. They've had to unlearn toxic love. They've walked through nights darker than they'll ever tell the world. But they came out the other side, softer, not bitter. They are being healed, layer by layer. And through it all, you've been the quiet hope that kept them moving. They don't know your face yet. But they feel your existence. Have you ever looked at the moon and felt a strange sense of connection? What if, at that same moment, they were looking at it too? What if, as you whispered into the dark, I just want to be understood, they were saying to God, let me find the one whose heart matches mine. You've both been carrying this longing. Not out of desperation, but because you were designed to meet. Your paths have not missed each other. They are converging. Slowly. Surely. Sovereignly. Journals filled with dreams. Notes hidden in phone apps. Prayers scribbled in margins of their Bible. Letters that start with, I don't know your name yet, but. They've thought about what it will be like to hold your hand. To introduce you to their family. To wake up beside you, not in lust, but in love. To build a life where they no longer have to perform, and neither do you. You don't know it yet, but you are already a part of their story. And they're writing it carefully, honestly, expectantly. When you meet them, it won't feel like chaos. It won't feel like mixed signals. It won't feel like emotional guessing games. It will feel like exhaling after holding your breath for years. They'll say what they mean. They'll show up when they say they will. They'll notice things others missed. They'll remember things you forgot you ever shared. And when they look at you, it won't be just with desire. It will be with recognition. You'll feel safe in silence with them. Time won't matter, presence will. Your deepest fears will meet compassion, not rejection. You won't have to shrink to be loved. You'll expand. Your nervous system will say, finally. Rest. It won't be forced. It won't be rushed. But it will be real. And you'll know, not in your head, but in your spirit, that this love was written, not improvised. How do I tell them I've been waiting for them my whole life? Will they believe me if I say I knew before I knew? What if they don't see me the way I see them? They aren't afraid to love. They're afraid you might not feel the same. That's why they've taken their time. That's why heaven hasn't let them speak, until the timing is perfect. Because real love doesn't need to shout. It speaks when the heart is ready to receive. If they haven't arrived yet, don't panic. They're not late. They're aligning. God is shaping their character while He's shaping your capacity. They're healing, learning, growing, strengthening, because they want to show up whole, not needy. You are not just waiting for love. You are preparing to meet someone who is already building the foundation of forever. And trust this, they are worth the wait. It won't arrive to test your boundaries. It won't ask you to guess what you mean to them. It won't walk away when things get real. It will arrive quietly. Boldly. Intentionally. And when they speak your name, it will sound like it was always meant to be said by their lips. There's a lie the world repeats to us over and over, that you must become more perfect, more beautiful, more successful before you're worthy of real love. But heaven disagrees. The love that's coming. The love that's been praying for you. It does not require a performance. It requires your presence. This isn't a love that demands you to polish your wounds until they sparkle. It doesn't ask for you to bury your scars. It doesn't say, be less sensitive, or try to be easier to love. Instead, it whispers gently, I choose you as you are. Not as you perform to be. Holy love isn't about perfection. It's not about finding someone who completes you. It's about discovering someone who complements the rhythm God has already written inside your spirit. This love sees your strength. This love holds space for your sorrow. This love listens even when you don't speak. You won't have to pretend. You won't have to fix your tone. You won't have to minimize your dreams. This time, when they come, your full self will be welcome. The one who longs to marry you isn't watching to see if you're perfect. They're watching to see if you're present. Present in your heart. Present in your truth. Present in your healing. They want the you that laughs loudly, cries deeply, and sits quietly in rooms filled with noise. They want the version of you who admits when they're tired. The one who doesn't always have the right words, but still shows up with an open spirit. Because real love is built on truth, not theatrics. They're not looking for someone who fits an image. They're not looking for a curated life. They're not coming to be impressed, they're coming to connect. And what will move them most won't be your status or your beauty. It will be how you look at them without fear. How you allow them to see you when your guard is down. How your soul softens when you trust. They want love that's vulnerable. Love that breathes. Love that walks slowly and listens. And when they finally stand before you, it won't be your makeup, your clothes, or your success that captures them, it will be your essence. If you've ever felt like you were too sensitive, too emotional, too passionate, too complex, let this be the moment you release that shame. Because you are not too much. You were simply trying to bloom in soil that was never designed to nourish you. The one who is coming. They were made to receive you. They will not shrink when you open up. They will not flinch when you reveal the depth. They will lean in. They will thank God for the honesty. They will honor the sacred fire in your chest. Your thoughts matter to them. Your ideas excite them. Your voice calms them. They won't just reach for your hand. They'll seek your counsel. They'll listen to your wildest thoughts and call them beautiful. They'll sit beside you and ask, what's on your heart, not just when it's convenient. Not just when it's romantic. But daily. Constantly. Consistently. Because the love that is coming doesn't treat you like a decoration. It treats you like a divine partner. Real love doesn't wait for your healing to be finished. It joins the process. This person won't run when you're anxious. They won't shut down when you need space. They won't criticize when you unravel. They will meet you in it. They will hold you through it. They will grow alongside you. You won't have to be over it before you're worthy of their love. In fact, your willingness to heal, to wrestle, to rise, to face your inner world, is what they'll cherish most. In past seasons, you were tolerated. You were explained away. You were almost enough. But those days are over. The one coming into your life doesn't see you as a backup plan. You are the prayer they never stopped whispering. You are the answer that arrived wrapped in unexpected timing but undeniable peace. And when they see you, they'll know, it's you. It's always been you. No questions. No doubt. Just confirmation. Let this be said clearly, you don't have to be finished healing to be ready for love. You only have to be honest. This person doesn't need you to be flawless. They need you to be real. To show up even when your voice shakes. To trust them with the quiet parts of your story. You don't need to fake light to be worthy of love. You just need to be willing to bring your full self to the table. They're not looking for perfect. They're looking for present. You are not hard to love. You've simply been asking to be loved in places too small for your spirit. This next chapter. It won't be about chasing affection. It won't be about reading between the lines. It won't be about lowering your standards to feel seen. This time, love will walk in with both hands open. It will speak plainly. It will move slowly, but surely. And most of all, it will choose you. Every day. Without condition. There will be a moment. A simple, sacred, world-pausing moment. It won't come with fireworks. It won't be filled with grand speeches. There may not even be music in the background. But it will feel like time holds its breath. Heaven will stand still. And your soul will recognize them. It will happen in the most ordinary way. In a coffee shop. At a quiet gathering. Online. In passing. And suddenly, the years of waiting will make sense. The ache, the prayers, the patience, all of it. Because they'll finally step forward. They won't be everything you imagined. They'll be more. Because what they bring isn't fantasy, it's fulfillment. You'll see the years in their eyes. The growth, the discipline, the scars. And you'll know, they've been walking through fire to reach you. They will not show up to impress you. They'll show up to meet you. To honor you. To offer you the safest thing your heart has ever known, truth. They might stammer. They might laugh nervously. They might say, I don't know what this is, but it feels like I've known you forever. And something in you will soften. Not because they said the right thing. But because the energy behind it feels like home. Your soul will lean in. You'll feel a stillness, and a flame. Like being seen for the first time. Like finally being called by name. The movies teach us to look for sparks. For crashing romance. For sweeping gestures. But heaven writes love differently. It's not always thunder. It's the whisper you can't unhear. It's the peace that floods your chest before the conversation even begins. You'll feel safe. Open. Steady. Not rushed. Not pressured. Not forced. It will feel like your soul finally exhaled after holding its breath for too long. They'll notice how you flinch when love comes too quickly. They'll respect the pauses in your breath. They'll see the shadows in your story and not be afraid. And in the spaces where others pushed, they will wait. In the places where others demanded, they will listen. In the chapters where others disappeared, they will stay. Because they didn't come to win a prize. They came to build a partnership. And they know that the safest love takes time to rise. From the first moment, their eyes won't scan for flaws. They won't compare you to an ideal. They won't wonder if you're too much. They'll know. They'll feel it in the silence. They'll see it in the way you speak without trying. They'll sense it in your soul's quiet fire. To them, you are not a gamble. You are a promise. You are a fulfilled prayer, wrapped in humanity. They will not hesitate. They will not withhold. They will step in with reverence, not resistance. No games. No blurred lines. No waiting for them to make up their mind. They'll speak. They'll reach. They'll return. They won't say, maybe. They'll say, let's build this, together. Because the one who longs to marry you is not seeking a moment. They are prepared for a lifetime. In the past, you were hidden. Softened. Silenced. Shadowed. But this time, they'll talk about you freely. Their friends will know. Their family will celebrate. The world will see. Not for performance. Not for validation. But because when someone finds their soul's match, they do not hide it. They honor it. Do you remember how it felt to be second-guessed? To be chosen last? To be celebrated only in private? That ends here. Because they'll speak your name like it's sacred. They'll touch your hand like it's home. They'll build a space for your spirit to breathe. And every time they look at you, you'll feel the unspoken truth, I'm not leaving. I was made for this. Your softness. They'll protect it. Your ambition. They'll fuel it. Your fears. They'll hold space for them. You won't have to ask to be heard. You won't have to beg to be seen. They'll notice the things no one else ever took the time to observe. How you pause before you speak. How you fiddle with your hands when you're unsure. How you light up when talking about something sacred. And instead of exploiting that knowledge, they'll guard it. They'll guard you. That's how heaven's timing feels. Like a flame that warms, not burns. Like a calm river that moves with purpose. Like thunder wrapped in soft wind. There will be passion, yes. But it will be rooted. Anchored. Gentle. They'll touch your heart before they touch your skin. They'll choose your mind before they chase your body. This love will not be hurried. It will be holy. You'll cry. Not because you're hurt, but because you'll feel safe. You'll laugh. Not from performance, but from peace. You'll sit in silence. Not from distance, but from depth. And the day they speak the words aloud, I've been praying for someone like you. Your spirit will answer, and I've been preparing for someone like you.